Hey everyone, it's Clifton with Clifton Creative Academy, and welcome to yet another video on WordPress. And in this video, we're going to be talking about installing plugins, and this is a continuation from the last video that we did where we showed how to install a plugin, and we used Ninja Forms as the example plugin. In this video, we're going to install another plugin, and this plugin will have a much more dramatic effect than the Ninja Forms plugin video that we did. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link to it in the description in case you want to watch it. But like I mentioned in the last video, plugins have the ability to extend your website, to add incredible functionality to it. And it can range from anything from adding social media links all the way to completely changing the look and feel of your website, literally with a click of a button. And that's actually what we're going to demonstrate here. So let's jump right in. So in order for you to follow along, if you're following along, or in order for you to replicate what I'm about to do, you're going to need to have done a couple of things. One, you're going to have installed WordPress, which we've done here. Two, you're going to have a theme, and you have to have a particular theme. The theme that we're going to be working with is called Astra, and Astra is a theme made by Brainstorm Force. We're using the free version of the theme, which is in the WordPress repository, and you can get to that by going to Appearance, Themes. Now I already have it installed, but if you do not, you would have clicked on Add New, and then you would do a search for Astra, and the theme would pop up. You would go ahead and install and activate that theme. There is a pro version of Astra, which affords you a lot more capabilities and functionality, but the free version is all we need right now in order to demonstrate what adding a plugin can do for you for your website. So you have to have Astra installed and WordPress installed, and then you are ready to go. So if you've done those things, then the next thing that we want to do is we want to go to Appearance, and we're going to look at Astra Options. Now in the Astra Options, you'll see all the things that you can customize with this theme. And then below that, you'll see all the things you can customize if you have the Pro version. But what we're interested in here is to the right, in this right sidebar, there is something called Starter Site Templates. And Astra provides a free library of starter site templates that you can import into your site and have the website be completely styled. This is a pretty cool feature. And if you're a person that builds websites for clients or maybe even for yourself, this will save you a lot of time because you'll have the framework already in place. And all you need to do is just simply change out a few things and put in your own content and your own information. Maybe change some colors and customize it to your liking. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click here where it says Install Importer Plugin. I'm going to click on that, and you'll see it activating here. Now on the very next screen, it's going to say Select a Page Builder. Now in a different video, we'll get more into what page builders are, but just a brief description, page builders are essentially plugins that you can install in your WordPress website that will allow you to build pages using drag and drop interfaces and using items and different blocks. And page builders pretty much range from Gutenberg, which is the default editor for WordPress since WordPress 5.0. And then you also have Elementor, which is a very popular page builder. Beaver Builder, which is another popular page builder as well, and Brizzy, which is an up-and-coming page builder that's still in beta as of this video. So at some point, we're going to go through each of these page builders and look at the pros and cons of them and even build out a few websites with them. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to keep it very simple. I'm going to go ahead and select Elementor. Okay, so we're going to click on Elementor as our page builder, and then I'm going to say Next. Now, the reason they make us pick a page builder is because they have site templates that adapt to those 4 different page builders. So whichever one we would have chosen, then they would have imported the appropriate site templates for that so that we could basically import those sites. So right now you'll see that there's a library here of 100+ ready templates ready to go. This is a very, very powerful feature of the Astra theme. And so right now, depending on what niche you're interested in, you can literally import any of these templates for free, as long as it doesn't say agency on it. Anything that says agency is a pro feature. So that means you have to have a pro license of Astra. I have a pro license of Astra. It is totally worth it. But if you're just getting started and you want to play around with the plugin for now, the free version also has some wonderful templates as well. So anything that doesn't have the agency label on it is good to go. All right. So what I'm going to do, let's pretend that we are building a website for a restaurant. Okay. So we can go here in this search section and we can look up business, restaurants or a business. So here's a restaurant template here, and I can even do a search, restaurants. All right, and I'll see all the restaurant templates that are available, right? And by mousing over, there's a little preview of what you will see, okay? So I really like this Italian restaurant one here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and preview it. And when you preview it, it's going to show you what it's going to look like on your website. Okay, now, mind you, currently the website, just so you have an idea of what the website looks like with the default Astra theme, okay, the website currently looks like this. Okay, it's not very appealing. What's going to happen next is I'm literally going to import this site, this layout into the current site. Okay, and you can see here to the left in the preview, it's showing you what the website will look like. It's showing you that it's going to install the required plugins. It's going to import the customizer settings so that it looks just like this. It's going to import the content as well, and it will import any widgets. Okay, and if we had imported a site before, you had the option to be able to delete a previously imported site. So we're going to go ahead and click on import site. It says it takes between 2 to 10 minutes. However, I found that this actually happens fairly quickly. Okay, so now it is done importing the site, and now we can go ahead and view what our site looks like now. So by clicking on the view site, you can now see that the website is now a restaurant website, fully loaded with all the assets in place. Now, there are a few plugins that are actually installed automatically in order to pull this off. So let's go take a look at what those plugins are. So I'm going to go to my dashboard, and I'm going to go to plugins. I'm going to look at installed plugins. Okay, so we installed the Astra starter sites. Okay, the Elementor page builder was installed. Okay, Ultimate add-ons for Gutenberg was installed, and WP Forms, which is a contact form plugin, was also installed in order to pull this off. But majority of this is built in Elementor. And to give you an idea, just a preview of the Elementor page builder. Now keep in mind, we're going to be doing a video that's all about Elementor, and we'll probably have several videos about Elementor. Elementor is a very powerful page builder and also a very popular page builder, but you can pretty much build any kind of website with Elementor. But to give you a little preview, I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. And when I click on that, what will happen is it will basically open up into an edit mode, and everything that you can see on the page can be edited directly on page on the front end. Okay, on the left here are all the elements that you can import, add to your website. And here are all the elements that you can change. So for instance, if I click on the little edit icon here, okay, to the left, I can change this. Instead of it saying Fresco, I can say Clifton. And it changes right on the spot. Okay, very easy. I could have also literally clicked directly on the page, deleted the information that's there, all right, and change this to Clifton Italian Specialties. Okay, pretty cool. All right, now what about this? This is an image. Okay, so you can see the image right here. So we can change this image into anything that we want. We'll keep it the same for now. All right, what if I don't want this to be an Italian restaurant? I can change this text here to say Clifton's Steakhouse. All right, let's make this grammatically correct. Clifton's Steakhouse. Okay, you can see how easy this is to make changes. This is kind of a preview of our Elementor training, but you can see how easy it is to make changes here, right? And you can make changes to everything. Right here, we have this image. If I wanted to change this image, I simply click on this right here, and in the left hand side of the page, right here in the editor, are all the tools to be able to make those changes. You can see where the image is stored. You can see where the positioning is, and so much more. Okay, there's so much more to Elementor that you can do, and that applies to everything on the page. So basically what would happen is you would come in here and start changing out the images, changing out the text, and pretty soon you would have your very own restaurant website. And this happened literally in minutes. Okay, extremely powerful. If you're doing web design as a business, I can't tell you how fast and how quick your delivery can be once you figured out what your design is going to be. I come from an era where I used to build websites by hand, and then I used to build websites using Dreamweaver, and then I used to build websites using WordPress when it was just a simple blogging platform, and you had to have a file called a home.php or frontpage.php and so on. But since the advent of page builders and really awesome plugins, the turnaround times have really improved and the capabilities have really improved. So a person can come in not really knowing much about design, not really knowing much about web development, and they can produce some pretty amazing looking websites with a little bit of training. And it all happens with WordPress and a plugin. Okay. Now, once you're done making all your changes and edits, just click on Update here, and you are done. And you can now go to your, we're going to go ahead and exit this here. You can now go to your website, and you will notice now that your website is beautiful. Okay. Now, normally you're not going to deliver a website like this, right? You're going to go ahead and make changes so that it's more unique. Okay, but it's a great starting point. So you've got your hero area here. You've got a little welcome and introduction. There's a menu, and there's some more information, some testimonials, and you may even want to add additional rows and columns. But we'll cover that in a different video. The entire purpose of this video is just to show you the power of plugins and how to install plugins. So as you can see, this was very easy to do. You simply went to the dashboard, go to go to plugins, go to add new, and the plugin we would have installed would have been the Astra Starter Sites. Okay, and this is it right here. It's active already. You would have installed this, and you can pretty much build any website that you want using any one of the 4 page builders. Okay, so that does it for this tutorial. If you liked this tutorial and you thought it was helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and then also smash that notification bell so that you can get notified when we release new tutorials. We are going to be releasing tutorials on things like Gutenberg, Elementor, Beaver Builder, Divi, Brizy, and all the other wonderful tools out there that help you build amazing websites. And if you liked it, please give us a like. If you have any suggestions or anything that in particular that you would like to learn how to do, either with WordPress or with a particular plugin, go ahead and add that into the comments. We'll be happy to do it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.